Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a brand new pick-a-pile for you guys today. And today we are asking the question, what does he want to say to you? So yes, what are those unspoken words? What's bubbling up underneath the surface there? We're gonna dig in and find out, see what's going on in your love connection. Considering, we love to talk about the love around here. Before I introduce our piles, I do just want to quickly announce you guys that this Friday, yes, this Friday, October 9th, very important day because it is my birthday on Friday, and I plan on going live to do some free readings with you guys because I just figured it would be a really fun and cool thing to do, to hang out with you guys and do some free reads on my birthday. Just kind of celebrate and hang out with you guys. So I figured that'd be fun. My dog is coming running right now because I'm talking about going live. I guess he wants to be live on YouTube as well. But yes. I was debating on times, and I've decided I'm going to go live at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, that would be 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so 5 p.m. Pacific time. And as for other places in the world outside of the continental U.S., I don't know what time that is, but check your local times in comparison to 5 p.m. Pacific and you will find out. But that is the plan. That's what's going on Friday. So I hope to see you guys there. I hope you'll join me. I'm really excited to do that for you guys. My first live. So please be patient with me if there are hiccups in the beginning, simply because I've never done this before. So who knows? There could be tech glitches or something. We'll find out. But yeah, anyways, that's what's going on. Now let me introduce our piles, and because it is fall, I definitely have this fall leaf trend going on. We have 4 different fall leaves to pick from. Pile 1 is this red shiny leaf. Pile 2 is the orange shiny maple leaf. Pile 3 is the red shiny maple leaf. And pile 4 is the gold shiny leaf. So pick your shiny leaf, pick your pile, and we're going to get started here with pile number 1. Timestamps are down below. Hi, pile 1. If you chose this red shiny leaf, then this is going to be the reading for you, and we're gonna find out what he has to say to you. All right, you guys, we got quite a bit of stuff to dive into here. Let's see. I'm gonna start off here with the Halloween Oracle. It is that time of year to get all Halloweeny with it. And I figured this would be a good start just to kind of pick up on what the general energies are right now between you guys. And you guys got Skull of Stars, Infinite Possibilities. So I feel like right now at this time, your person is feeling like there are literally infinite possibilities between the two of you. You may even be feeling this way yourself about your person. Simply just the fact that, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of freedom that you guys feel between one another, that you guys feel free to just be yourselves and live your lives and be who you want to be, follow your dreams, chase after your goals, chase after those visions and everything. And it's like, when the two of you are around each other, you guys kind of like help illuminate that. It's like there's no burdens, there's no restrictions, there's no chains that are just like binding you down. It's not like when you guys are around each other, it's like out of obligation or anything. So I feel like it's a very freeing feeling when you guys are around each other. So I feel like infinite possibility just kind of emphasizes that. Like it just emphasizes the fact that anything is possible between the two of you. You guys kind of awaken the inner dreamers within one another. So, you know, even if things have been difficult between you guys, like maybe it seems like there are obstacles to overcome between each other, it still feels like there are possibilities beyond that. Like you guys can get beyond whatever those obstacles are, that the possibilities are still endless. We also have forgiveness, reducing burdens. So yeah, once again, like it's kind of funny to go along with the skull of stars, the infinite possibilities, you know, like I was saying with you guys, it feels like when the two of you are with each other, you don't feel the burden. Like there are no burdens. You feel freedom with one another. So, if anything, it seems like if there are burdens, there may be burdens externally on the outside. Maybe there's like a third party situation that feels like a burden. Maybe there's toxic, unhealthy thinking patterns and behaviors that could be a burden. There could be an age difference or physical distance or cultural differences or, you know, all those kinds of things that could ultimately be the burden that's there. But we have forgiveness here. So if there has been any bad blood that has gone on between the two of you, I feel like you both want to forgive one another. You both want to let go of any of those burdens because you do want there to be those infinite possibilities. You guys want there to be that freedom. We have ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. So I feel like this card is basically saying that your ancestors are watching over you guys in this connection on both sides. I feel like, you know, loved ones who are already on the other side, people who have passed who you love and you care about, that they are acting like guardian angels, surrounding you guys, loving on you guys, protecting this connection because they are able to acknowledge and see how it is sacred, how it is a good, holy connection. And zombie control. So I feel like if anything, this may be one of those burdens that needs to be released because, you know, we do have forgiveness and reducing burdens. So maybe there's been some control issues in this connection. And, you know, that could look like a lot of different things. Like sometimes when a person isn't necessarily responding to us the way that we want them to, or when we want them to, or how we want them to, we can want to control the situation. And, you know, even if it's not like the person we're trying to control, sometimes we want to control an outcome. Sometimes we want to control the timing of a situation. Sometimes we want to control the circumstances of a situation. And the thing is, much of the time in life, we don't have a say. We really don't. We don't have control. We have control over nothing. The only one who truly has control is God, is the man upstairs. And this is where having faith and having patience comes in, because at the end of the day, like, he's the one who has the control. So we might as well put our faith in the one who does have the control, because we really don't. So when we put our faith in the one who does have the control, that automatically will reduce the burden on us, because it's not a burden for us to carry. And, you know, we can find forgiveness within ourselves. We can find forgiveness within others. So definitely, if there's been any control in the situation, that definitely needs to be let go of. And, you know, more times than not, like, I'm not saying that your dude doesn't ever have a control issue in this situation. But I find more times than not, it is usually the feminine who is more so about the control, because the feminine feels more anxious about the situation than the masculine does. But I guess it could apply, to either side, really. Let's see. We also have from Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. You guys got, this time has taught me so much. Separation. So you guys may be in separation right now, but have no fear, because your person has definitely been learning. They've been growing during this time. Most likely you have been too. That's kind of the whole purpose of separation, is to, really help groom you into becoming who you're meant to be, ultimately. And I know it sucks and it can be really painful and it's not fun, but you are going to be better for it at the end of the day, believe it or not. So yes, you may be in separation at this time. I know we can do it, wholeness. So even if you guys are in separation right now, and even if there has been control issues in the past, your person has faith. They believe that you guys can get through this. They believe that you won't be in separation forever, that you will reach wholeness together. We also have twin flame. You are my other half. So this is basically confirmation here. If you were wondering, if you were kind of sitting on the fence, like, is this my twin flame? Is this not my twin flame? I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, this is your confirmation right here. This person is, yes, most likely your twin flame, which is why there has been difficulty here, dealing with control issues, and at the same time, you guys can find freedom with one another, and which is why, you're going through this period of separation. Soulmates are a wonderful and beautiful thing too, but soulmates usually don't have like such a chaotic storyline with the separation stuff and all of that. Soulmates are usually a lot more fluid, a lot more easy. There's not as much push and pull. There's not as much stuff that has to be learned. So yeah, this person is most likely your twin flame. And we have consistency. I promise to make it all up to you. So I feel like this card really goes kind of hand in hand with I know we can do it, wholeness. So I feel like they have already made this promise to you that you guys will come together, that you guys will be whole. And I feel like they've also made this promise that they're going to make it all up to you, like all the loss, all the pain, all the separation, all the suffering, they're going to make it up to you. That's also kind of where forgiveness comes in. They want to be worthy of that forgiveness, and I believe that you would accept them with open arms regardless, but they really want to prove that they are worth that forgiveness regardless. So yeah, but they definitely want to make it all up to you. They know that you guys can do it, that you guys can be reunited, that you guys can become whole again. So yes. And let's see. We also have some messages from the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine Messages of Love. And this is by Liz from Guided by Angels. And we're just going to see what this person has to say to you right now. I see you in my future. So they definitely see a future with you, which makes sense. I mean, they know that you can do it, wholeness. They promise to make it up to you, so they're not going to promise to make it up to somebody that they don't see a future with. So they clearly see a future with you. I get lost in your eyes, so they probably find your eyes very appealing, very alluring, very attractive. I love you. Sometimes it's as simple as that, you know? Sometimes it doesn't take a big, huge, fancy message. Sometimes it's just something as simple as I love you that we need to remember. You turn me on. So this definitely clues me in that there is a strong, intense sexual connection between you guys. So it's not just all about staring into your eyes. You know, there's definitely like that body heat, that chemistry, that fire between the two of you. And I want to tell you how I feel. So if they haven't been telling you how they feel, which I'm assuming they haven't because we do have separation here, it's not going to be like that forever. They're eventually going to step up. They're eventually going to tell you how they feel. And the reason I believe they are going to actually follow through with this is because we have, I know we can do it, and they wouldn't be saying that if they weren't going to follow through with that, and I promise to make it all up to you. And I feel like a part of that promise is expressing how they truly feel, you know, is actually sharing that, because maybe in the past before they weren't very clear on that, or they acted like they didn't care, but they're going to wind up telling you that. And I feel like that's going to be a huge part of what they are going to be making up to you with. All right. We also have on this lovely blank card on the other side are basically songs that I have channeled, which would be a message from your person. You know, like if you were to turn on the radio and they were going to dedicate a song to you, this would be the song that they would dedicate. And you guys got Animals by Maroon 5. What did I tell you guys with that sexual chemistry? Which card was it? Oh yeah, You Turn Me On. Yeah, you turn them on because they want to be like Adam Levine and stalk you down, basically. Which is so funny because every time I see that music video and Adam Levine is being like this crazy stalker dude, I'm like, he's like the only guy out there that is like crazy hot that you actually want to have stalking you down. So I just think that's kind of funny. But they want to be that. They want to be like the hot, creepy stalker guy and stalk you down. You're like their prey, you know? You are their prey that they are after. So there's definitely like this animalistic vibe between you guys when it comes to that sexual chemistry. So it's definitely there. And finally, from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, you guys got Seek and You Shall Find, Matthew 7:7. So I feel like this card is basically encouraging you guys to just keep your eyes on the prize, which is not the man, but it is actually the man upstairs. So keep your eyes on that prize, and God will always deliver the desires of your hearts. He will come through right on time. It may not be on your timetable, but it's going to be on His timetable, which is always the right timetable. He's usually never early, but He's never late either. He's always right on time. So, yeah, just keep your eyes focused on God, and He will definitely take care of the rest. And I know that's hard to do because it's like, oh, I got this person running through my head, you know, how can I just stay focused on God? Well, to me, I like to tell people to stay focused on God rather than stay focused on yourself, because, I don't know, I'm not an advocate for the focus on yourself advice. I feel like it's actually very self-centered. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, love yourself. Have a healthy relationship with yourself. But I think it's even more important to have a healthy relationship with the man upstairs. I feel like having a healthy relationship with God automatically will have you have a healthy relationship with yourself. So, anyway, that's a separate tangent for a different time, for a different kind of video. anyway, I hope that this message made sense and resonated for you. If it did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did help you at all, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Even a simple emoji goes a long way. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. And feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. Otherwise, I am just so incredibly grateful and thankful that you guys decided to stop on by and hang out here with me for a little bit today. I hope you'll come back to hang out with me again on Friday live to do some readings. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it, you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the orange shiny maple leaf, then this is going to be the reading for you. And we are going to find out what your person has to say to you at this time. All right, we're going to start off here with the Halloween Oracle because it is that spooky time of year. So we're going to use this deck a lot this month. And we're just going to kind of see what the general overall energies are right now between you and your person, just to feel out what's going on. And we've got the Mummy, change. So it seems that there's definitely a change happening in your connection right now. There's definitely some kind of transition happening. So if things haven't been going so great, this is hopefully a good sign. It hopefully means that things are actually improving and getting better. Yeah, so you guys could kind of be like in this cocoon stage right now where once before you were a caterpillar and now you're in a cocoon and you're transforming and you're going to grow and change and develop into this beautiful butterfly that's going to come out from the cocoon. So it seems like there's some definite transformation happening here. We also have Barmbrack, okay, sweetness and synergy. So I feel like there's definitely a sweetness between the two of you, almost kind of like an innocence, I kind of feel. Yeah, like there's just like this sweetness and tenderness between the both of you. You know, maybe you guys haven't had like the best of relationships with other people in your past. Maybe you guys have dealt with some toxic people and that kind of thing in your histories. But it's almost like there's this very sweet, youthful, innocent, almost kind of like an angelic type of feel between the two of you. That it's very sweet. It's very, very comforting, very wholesome in a sense between the two of you. So, and I feel like your person definitely views you in that light too, that, you know, you may almost have like this angelic kind of presence to them in their life, that they find you very sweet, that, you know, maybe other people in their life, maybe they're a little bit more rough around the edges and maybe a little bit more harsh, maybe a little bit more cold, but it's like you bring this warmth into their world. You bring this sunshine into this world, like you're like a little ball of sunlight that comes down to warm up their world. We also have Lady de los Motros. I always slaughter this card every time, you guys. I'm so sorry. Like, I suck. Okay, acceptance and equality. So I feel like because you guys have probably already been through a lot based upon this change card, I feel like you guys have come to a place where you're no longer really in struggle mode and you're more so just accepting things. You're just accepting the current moment you're in. You're accepting where you're currently at, even if it's not where you want to be for the long haul, even if it's not easy, even if it's uncomfortable. I feel like you guys have gotten to a place of acceptance, where you're more so free flowing and a little bit more go with the flow, which is a good thing, because when you're in that caterpillar stage, you know, you're kind of bleh. I can't even think of a good word to describe it. But when you're in that caterpillar stage, you want to have a little bit more control over things. You're trying to force certain things to happen. You're still trying to play God, basically, in the situation. But when you've actually come to a place to accept some things, you let go, you let God take control. And when you do that, that's when that change starts to happen. That's when that transformation starts to happen. So I feel like you guys have already been through a lot, and you're finally like getting on the other side of that hump. Is the best way I can describe it. You're getting over the hill, and that's not going to make any sense unless you like live here in LA. You will totally understand what I mean by that. Like, you're getting over that hill, like coming out of the valley. Like, yeah, that's not going to make sense to anyone unless you live in LA. But you're getting over a huge hill is the point. You're getting over a huge hill, and you're getting to the other side of where you actually want to be with this person. We also have hearth, happiness and heart, and happiness in our hearts and homes. So I feel like this person, like, you feel like home to them. You feel like home, and their heart is with you, because home is where the heart is, you know? And I feel like you feel this way about this person too. And it's funny because, you know, when I look at this picture, you know, it looks warm, it looks comforting. Well, maybe not necessarily the gargoyle at the top, like he's a little, but otherwise, you know, it looks like a very warm and cozy kind of feel. And, you know, it's like what I was saying here with sweetness and synergy. Yeah, that you bring this warmth into their life. Like, you're this ball of sunshine that just kind of comes down, and you deliver all this light and this love and this warmth into their world that maybe they haven't been used to. You know, like I said, they've been used to something more icy, something more cold, something more rigid. And you soften up their world. You bring this sweetness to where there was once something that was sour. And I feel like they really appreciate that about you. And because of that, you feel like home to them. Home is where their heart is, and their heart is with you. And like I said, I feel like it's vice versa. You feel that same way. It's like you look into their eyes, they hold you in their arms, and you feel like you're at home in their arms. So I feel like it's definitely vice versa, but it's the vibe I get from these cards so far is just warmth and sweetness and hominess and just like overall good vibes. Like, you guys make each other feel really, really good. And I feel like because you guys have already been through stuff, that's what brings this appreciation of those things in one another. Okay, let's see what you got from Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. And you guys got resentment. Please don't give up. Let me back in. So, this obviously must be tied to whatever it is you guys have already been through. I feel like this is definitely tied to whatever change is currently going on. So, you know, maybe this person broke up with you, they left you, they chose a different person. Something happened here where things did fall apart. But as a part of that change, they do want to return to your life. And they could be scared that you're not going to let them back in. they know you're sweet, but they also know you're not stupid. So, you know, they may be a little bit nervous that you're not going to accept them back in. They may be scared that you're going to feel resentful of them, even though I don't get that feeling that you are, because you do provide all this warmth and you do have acceptance for them. So I feel like a lot of that is their own fears basically kind of coming out here, being fearful that you're going to be bitter and resentful towards them when you're not. We also have comparison. Nobody could ever take your place. So, you know, once again, maybe they left you for another person. Maybe there's a third party that showed up and was involved in the situation. But I think that they've definitely learned and they've definitely realized that there's only you. Like, there's only one person that can bring them that feeling of happiness in their heart. There's only one person where home is where the heart is, and their heart is with you. And, you know, nobody else compares to that. Like, you're it, bottom line. So I feel like they've really been learning that. They've been understanding that. We also have embarrassed. I feel like I've screwed up too much. So yeah, this person's definitely carrying around some guilt. They got a guilt complex going on here. I really get the feeling for some of you guys, this person left you for somebody else and they're feeling like a dipshit, basically. They are realizing where they screwed up, the ways they have done wrong, and, you know, it's kind of like what they did. It's like they had you, a diamond, and it's like they chucked the diamond and they picked up the cubic zirconia and they were like, oh, this cubic zirconia is fine. And then they realized that it's like all turning their skin green and crap. And they're like, oh, shit, I should have stuck with the diamond. The diamond's worth so much more. So I feel like for some of you, it could be that kind of situation. And if there is no third party, I feel like whatever the choice was, like, it seems like they left you for a stupid reason is what it comes down to. And they feel embarrassed by it. Like, they're starting to realize that that was a dumb reason. Whether it was, you know, even, like I said, even if it wasn't another person, it could have been just like their own mindsets, thinking, I don't know, whatever stupid reason, thinking it wouldn't work out for whatever reason. It could have been their own fears and their own insecurities. It could have been an age thing. Maybe you guys worked together and they were like, no, you know, I don't want to like intermix personal and work stuff. It could have been distance. Maybe there's been physical distance, and, you know, maybe they've tried to go out with people in their own area and they're not making any connections, but they know they have this connection with you even though you're however many miles away, and they're feeling stupid now about it because they're like, well, gee, you know, like, we could have worked this out, one of us could have moved or whatever, blah blah blah. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of different ways this could play out, but either way, they're feeling stupid. Regardless of what the reason was, they're feeling stupid about chickening out on you, basically. And we have illuminate. You're brightening my path. So like I said, you guys, with the sweetness, can I pick these cards up? There we go. With this sweetness card, you know, I was definitely picking up the vibe that you bring this light, this warmth into their world. You're like the sunshine in their world. And, you know, just looking at this card, it's like, woo, we got sunlight here all around these two. So that's literally how you are for this person. So I feel like that just kind of confirms that and verifies that, you guys, that you light up their life. You light up their life. You are sweet. You are home. You are where they want to be. All right. We have some Divine Masculine Messages of Love by Liz of Guided by Angels, and we're going to see what they have to say to you. Please forgive me. So I feel like it's more of this stuff, like, please don't give up on me, let me back in, or You know, I feel I've screwed up too much, embarrassed. So I feel like there's more of that. Like I said, this person feels really guilty about whatever they did, even if it wasn't even anything much. Like, I feel like they just feel really, really bad about it. They definitely want to right that wrong. I am learning who I am. So I feel like through screwing up, through this process, they are learning who they really are. And a part of that is learning how important and how valuable you are to them. I mean, definitely, like, another person does not define who we are, and another person does not become our existence by any mean. But the right kind of people, and doesn't matter whether it's romance or friendship or a family member or a coworker, it doesn't matter what type of relationship it is, but if it's a right relationship, it will definitely have a positive influence in your life, and it will definitely be one of the many factors that contributes to who you are. And I feel like your presence has been doing that for them. It's been showing them who they really are and helping them become a better version of themselves. I was born to be with you. So they're also definitely learning that this time. They're learning that through this experience as well. I feel you. So even when things are rough, even when you guys are not talking to one another, I definitely sense you guys have that strong telepathic communication thing going on here, because they do feel you. And I dream about you every night. So you guys probably have a strong 5D connection. It's possible that you guys could be linking up at night in your dreams. You guys could be dreaming of one another. You guys could be, you know, dreaming of one another at the same time, connecting in that way. So that's definitely possible as well. So I would say pay attention to your dreams, because you're definitely appearing in theirs. Also, on this blank card, we have a song on the other side of it. These are songs that I have channeled. And this would basically be if you were to turn on the radio and they were to dedicate a song to you, this would be the song that they would dedicate to you as of this moment. And you guys got 1111 by Austin Mahone. Well, if that's not more twin flame confirmation, I don't know what is, because, I mean, the name of the song itself says it. And I always tell people, if you're not familiar with the song, look it up. Spotify, iTunes, here on YouTube, wherever. Just check it out. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, okay. Loving words from Jesus, our final card, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got, let your light shine. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which it is in heaven. Matthew 5:6. So I feel like this card, once again, kind of confirms the sweetness here that you provide this person and how you illuminate their life up for them. You know, it literally says on the Jesus card to shine. That's what you guys need to keep doing. Keep shining, keep illuminating this person's path, because it is helping. Your presence does matter. It does make a big difference to them, even at a distance, even in ways that you guys probably don't even realize. So keep being you, keep being amazing, being awesome, keep shining, keep sparkling. It does make a difference, for sure. And probably not just for them, but even for other people in your life too, because if you are able to radiate that much light for them, I'm sure you're doing it for other people in your life as well. Anyway, that's what I have going on for you guys today. If this message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just with a simple little emoji. That always helps. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot too. And feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. Otherwise, I am just so incredibly thankful and grateful that you guys decided to stop on by here and spend a little bit of time with me today. Also, please come on by Friday, 5 p.m., going live, gonna do some free reads, so I hope you guys will be there. I will see you then for sure. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose this red shiny maple leaf, then this is going to be the reading for you, and we are going to find out what your person has to say to you right now. We're going to start things off here with the Halloween Oracle, because it is that time of year to get Halloweeny with it. And we're just going to kind of tap in to see what the overall general energies are right now between you and your person, just to see what's going on. And we have Apple, risk and reward. So whenever I see this card, I know people could look at it, you know, maybe possibly from a cautious perspective, like what are you willing to risk? But I always look at it in the sense of like, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. You know, nothing in life that is worth having comes without a risk, comes without hard work, comes without taking a chance, basically. So I feel like when it comes to this connection with this person, that's kind of how you both probably feel, is like it feels like it's a risk. But at the same time, it's like without taking that chance, without going that extra mile, you're never going to know the great reward without stepping out and finding out. And there is a chance that you could fall down and you could get hurt. But I think the important thing that we need to remember is every time we do make a mistake, every time we do screw up, God is always there to catch us. And God knows we're going to make that mistake. And God is always going to help us get back on the right track. So you don't have to worry and you don't have to fear. So I feel like this card is basically saying, you guys, you know, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step out and love this person, because there could be a huge reward on the other side in doing so. You know, do it afraid. Do it afraid, basically. You may not always stop feeling fear, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. Like, remember, fear is false evidence appearing real, and there would be no such thing as courage if there was no fear. So, yeah, that's my tangent on that. Next card, it's already here. Trick or treat, mischief and play. So, I feel like there's definitely a playful connection between you and your person. Maybe you guys have known each other since you were much younger, since your youth. But there's definitely this playful energy where I think you guys just want to play and have fun. And yeah, so, you know, that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. We also have Skull of Darkness, blind spots. So I feel like basically this card is kind of in reference to that fear again. Like, sometimes I feel like you guys both fear in this connection, taking those chances, like going that extra mile, because you're afraid you're going to, you know, fall flat on your face. It's kind of like maybe your person is afraid to admit how he really feels towards you, because he's afraid it's not going to work out, or it's not going to be reciprocated, or it's not this, or it's not that, whatever the reason may be. They're not willing to take that risk, but they don't realize that they need to take that risk if there's going to be that reward on the other side. So in a sense, you know, the fear is that blind spot. That fear is that part that's tripping you up. And I feel like that's kind of on both sides. There's definitely fear. But yet you guys you guys do want to come out and play with one another. You know, you guys do have this youthful energy here between the two of you. So, you know, there's definitely something worth going there for. And we have joy, rejoicing in the present. So I feel like you guys do bring a lot of joy to one another's hearts. You know, once again, it kind of reminds me of this trick or treat, playful kind of energy. You know, when you guys are enjoying your time with one another and you're being playful with one another, it brings a lot of joy into your hearts. And that's the thing, you guys. You got to follow your joy. You got to follow what brings you that happiness, because you can't let your fears sit there and destroy you and blind you to what is real and what is true. And not only that, but, you know, you can't let your fears let you believe that you can't risk anything. You know, it is worth the risk. You know, love is always worth the risk. So it is worth the risk for that reward, because that reward is joy. And I mean, look at, like, I know life is not a movie, but look at, like, so many movies out there where people take these huge risks for love. And, you know, sometimes it turns out and sometimes it doesn't. But what is that saying that they always say? It is greater to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, which is very true, you know? I mean, I feel like it's a lot sadder to be the person who has never experienced a great love, or, you know, has always just kind of been isolated and secluded and sheltered, not having that kind of connection at all ever, rather than someone else who at least had that experience. Like, they can say, yes, you know, this person was the love of my life. Maybe it didn't last forever, but at least they happened. Like, they got to experience that, you know? And I'm not saying that that's going to be you guys, that's not going to last, but I'm just saying you need to not let fear control you in this situation. You need to follow your bliss, follow your joy. That's the most important thing. Don't let fear imprison you and keep you places that you don't need to be. Okay, we also have some cards here from Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, and you guys got How Could We Do This? Betrayal. So it seems like at some point, maybe you guys lost some of the innocence here in this connection, because maybe there was a betrayal where someone lied to somebody, someone misrepresented themselves to somebody else, someone backstabbed somebody, something went wrong. But yeah, there was definitely a point here in your connection where the car kind of veered off the road. But we also have emotional. You make me feel things I didn't know I could. So it definitely seems like you bring out very strong emotions in this person, probably, which is why it's very fuzzy to this person if it's worth the risk, basically, because their emotions are so strong. They don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing necessarily. They probably don't know what it means. They probably don't know how to handle it, which can be a totally understandable thing. But yeah, they definitely, you get their emotions going for sure. They probably get your emotions going. We also have things are coming together now, alignment. So even though it has been an emotional time, even though there has been some, there has been a little bit of not so much alignment, derailment, I would say, on this side here with the betrayal card, it does seem like you guys want to work through this. You know, you guys want to find your way back to that youth and innocence and fun. You guys want to follow your bliss, follow your joy to one another again. So, you know, even though it's been quite the journey, even though it's been quite the challenge, I do feel that you guys are headed towards alignment. You know, it's going to take some time, it's going to take some work, and it's probably going to take some risk. It's going to take a few risks. It's going to take a little bit of doing things afraid, having some courage, doing things that you may not always necessarily, I don't want to say like be uncomfortable, like uncomfortable in a bad way, but I feel like whatever it is that you're meant to do in terms of risk, it's always going to be in a way to stretch your faith and to stretch your trust in God, and, you know, if anything, to make you stronger is the point. And we have don't change a thing, natural. So this person loves you just the way you are. They love you, you know, probably just wearing sweatpants with a messy bun. You know, they don't care. You know, you don't have to be wearing, you know, caked on makeup. You don't have to have like the latest designer handbag. You know, you don't have to do things to your face like everybody does here in Hollywood. You know, you don't have to do any of those things. You just have to be au natural you, and this person will love you no matter what. So, yeah, definitely, I would say big factor here in this connection, you guys, is to let go a lot of the fear, because the fear seems to be a big thing, and I feel like it's definitely tied to whatever's happened here in the past, and the fact that he doesn't necessarily have his emotions in control. Sorry, I'm yawning out of nowhere. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily know how to handle it, is the point. But he's gonna figure it out. Alright, let's see. We have some messages here. The Divine Masculine Messages of Love by Liz of Guided by Angels, and we're gonna see what he has to say to you.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Well, apparently he wants to tell you that you better hold on tight, Spider Monkey, because he must think he's Edward Cullen, according to my phone. But that's besides the point. Sorry, you guys. That's my text tone. I know it's kind of funny, but I like to customize it to make it unique. Yeah, I'm going to turn that on silent so he doesn't go off again. Anyway, I need space right now to heal. So, yeah, that definitely makes sense. I can kind of pick up on that simply because he is feeling very emotional right now. He probably needs to get a better grip on what's happening, dealing with these emotions. And it could be even on the flip side that maybe you were the one who backstabbed them. I mean, it's possible he did it to you, but there could be a chance for a few of you that you did it to them. So maybe they need a little bit of space and time to heal from some pain that you may have caused. But either way, there's definitely some pain that he's dealing with that he is taking some time to heal right now. And I feel like a lot of it is also fear-based, simply because what we've already talked about with the fact that there is definitely some fear revolving around this situation, around the factor of risk and reward. I want you, so this person definitely wants you regardless, which makes sense because, you know, they also say don't change a thing, natural. I am transforming, which totally makes sense because if they are healing right now, if they are in that healing space, then they're totally transforming. Like, that's what happens when you heal. It is a form of transformation. Kundalini is rising, so there definitely is probably some Kundalini action going on here. So, you know, there could be some definite, like, sexual chemistry and that kind of stuff going on too. You guys may be feeling each other in that kind of way as well, especially, you know, with I want you, you know, that definitely could be going on. Hear my message through music, which is so ironic. Well, let's just dive into that right now, shall we? Because the next card I have for you guys is specifically music. It is a song card. So these are a bunch of blank cards that I channeled songs on that would basically be, you know, if you were to turn on the radio and your person were to dedicate a song to you, this would be the song that they would dedicate. This would be the song that they would want you to hear. So we're going to just follow up on that card exactly. And they have to say Complicated by Avril Lavigne. So yeah, they want to know, why does this have to be so complicated? So they feel that the situation is complicated, but they love you. They probably feel a little twisted up inside when it comes to thoughts about you because, you know, this song is definitely kind of filled with that angst of not understanding why things just can't be easy breezy. So it definitely seems like things have not been easy between the two of you like they would obviously wish it would be. So Complicated is one of the songs, but you know, I would just pay attention to songs that really stand out in general, you know, when you're in the car driving or when you're at the grocery store and you know, you hear whatever music is playing on the stereo system at the grocery store, or you know, wherever you may be out and about doing things, you know, just keep an ear out because they're definitely talking to you through music. Anyway, our final card is from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, John 14:27. So always remember, peace is at your disposal. Peace is yours. All you have to do is ask for it. Honestly, it's really just that simple. All you have to do is pray honestly, earnestly within your heart. Ask God for peace. You know, you probably haven't had a lot of peace dealing with the situation. Especially not on his end. Like, he definitely feels a little bit tortured when it comes to everything with this. But chances are, if he's feeling tortured, you've probably been feeling a little bit tortured as well. But you can both find peace in the rest of God. And I would say, you know, don't just pray for peace for yourself. Pray for peace for your person too, because it's going to help the both of you. But peace is always available to you. That's what the Holy Spirit is there for. He comes to us and he brings us his peace. He brings us his comfort. So anyway, that is what I see going on dealing with you guys and your connection. Hopefully that made sense and that resonated. If it did, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Even a simple little emoji goes a long way. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are coming your way. Also, I just am so incredibly grateful for you guys coming out and checking out this reading, spending a little bit of time with me here today. And I hope you guys will be here on Friday, 5 p.m. for that live session I'm going to doing some free reads on my birthday. So I'm really excited for that. Hoping to see you guys there. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose this beautiful, shiny golden leaf, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what your person has to say to you. All right, we're going to start things off here with the Halloween Oracle, because it is that spooky time of year. And this is going to help us gauge basically what is happening this current moment, just in terms of your energies, to see where you guys are at. So that's what we're going to see. And you guys have Vampire, Emotional Intelligence. So when I see this card, I don't think like I feel like a lot of people might automatically assume, oh, vampire, that's like, an emotional vampire, then like they're going to be just like sucking me of all of my energy and stuff. No, that's not what I get. What I get from this, because it says emotional intelligence, is I feel like the emotional connection between you guys, like the level of intellect, the level of emotional intimacy is high. That you guys definitely connect on a very high level, both emotionally and mentally. So I feel like if anything, it means that. And if anything, it means that your energy is very well connected. It's very well bonded. There's definitely a strong connect there. We have Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. So I feel like you guys have definitely been through some hardships. You guys have been through some trials together. But the beautiful thing is you guys are kind of like this rising phoenix couple. Through every obstacle that you guys have been through every obstacle you guys go through, you rise above it. It's like new level, new devil. You guys are always rising to the occasion, kind of a thing. You learn, you understand what it is that you need to learn and grow and change and adjust, and you rise higher and you do better every time. So I feel like if anything, you guys are really good at manifesting. You guys are good at manifesting the relationship that you want together, the life that you want together, just things that you want in general in life. You guys are really good at being creative and just being creators together in general. And it's like when you guys come together, you're able to help fuel that between one another. You're able to help fuel that creative flow. We also have Night Song, Hidden Talents. And I feel like Hidden Talents kind of goes hand in hand with creating through the ashes, because it takes talent to do that, truthfully. Not everyone is able to rise out of the ashes when they do hit rock bottom. Some people just stay there when they're at rock bottom. Some people just stay in the gloom and the muck and the yuck, and they get depressed and they don't get up and they don't dress up and they don't show up. And I feel like you guys do. And you guys have like these hidden talents within that makes you able to do that. So I feel like you're both very highly creative people. You're both very talented people. And I feel like it's almost as if like if you guys didn't go through those hard times, it wouldn't fuel you guys to do the things that you're able to do now. And you guys wouldn't even notice what your talents are if it weren't for the hardships that you have been through. So your hardships have definitely been total assets. And if anything, I feel like it just strengthens your bond. It strengthens your connection. It strengthens that emotional intimacy and that mental intimacy that you guys share, if anything. And we have the Witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. So, when I look at the Witch, I also think of like a lot of manifesting here too. Because, even if you just like look at this card, you look at this picture, she has her hands out and, it looks kind of like, it looks like a ball of fire or something there, but it looks like she's creating it though. Like she's creating this ball of fire. And it's almost like maybe your love between one another is like this ball of fire. It's like this unstoppable force is what it comes down to. It's this unstoppable force. It's this light that you can't reckon with. And, that's really how it is when you have twin flames that are in union. They are a force to be reckoned with. They have this supernatural, supersonic strength of love that, can be absolutely awe-inspiring to all people, whether it's to other people who are twin flames or not. So there's a very high chance that if you pick this pile, you guys could probably already be in union, because the energy that I'm picking up on... Sorry about that, you guys. my phone decided to ring in the middle of doing this reading and totally like cut it off in the middle of what I was saying. But I haven't lost anything. I'm just picking up where we left off last. I was saying, if you guys picked this pile, it is most likely that you guys are probably already in union, and if you're not, you're probably going to be there very, very soon, because I'm not getting a lot of separation, struggle kind of energy coming off of this group. Like I said, I feel like you guys have already been there, done that with the skull of flowers creating through the ashes. I feel like you guys have been through your ashes. You guys have done that part. You guys have been in the valley. You've been on the dark side of this journey already. And you're either about to come out of that, or you already have come out of that, because like I said, there's definitely this high emotional intelligence between the two of you, this very strong mental, emotional, physical probably as well connection that you guys have. And because of that, you guys have these talents that you're able to produce, talents that you weren't able to produce without going through all of that crap. And bottom line is, you guys are just magical manifestors. You guys are just really good at producing good things together. And it's like, I feel like you guys are good at manifesting individually on your own, but when you put that force together, it's just like electric. It's just amazing. So, yeah, I definitely feel like you guys are just like these magical manifestors. Like, you guys are the switch, and your love is like this fireball of passion, and it just kind of helps light up the world, if anything, for sure. So I'm definitely picking that up from you guys. Either you're in union already, or you're pretty darn close. Let's see what your Journey of Love 2 cards have to say by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. And you guys got completion. We will always be one. What I tell you guys, I feel like some of you guys watching this right now are already in union because we have completion. Like, you're probably already one with this person, or you're very close to being one with this person. That's just confirmation here. I know this connection is divine awaken. So I feel like this is definitely confirmation that, you know, you and your person are definitely awakened. There's been an awakening through this, which makes sense. I mean, the only way you're going to rise through the ashes is without a little bit of some kind of illumination there and some kind of awakening to understand that you didn't go through all that for absolutely nothing, that there is a higher purpose in it, that there is a divine reason for it. So there's definitely been an awakening that has happened within this connection. Ascending, we have a special purpose, my love. So what I tell you, I feel like you guys are probably already in union, if not already, like you're really close to it, because this whole we have a purpose, ascending, it very much so reminds me of this magical witch here who is just manifesting like crazy, like manifesting this ball of energy of love. So you guys are ascending to higher levels, and really just like I said, it's like your connection between one another, your love story, your relationship, it's probably an inspiration to so many people around you. And like I said, this doesn't have to be some kind of mystical, woo-woo, twin flamey kind of thing. It could even just apply in everyday life, you know? Like, people who don't even know about twin flames or any of that kind of stuff, they could have simply seen what you guys have been through, see you guys survive that, forgive one another, love one another unconditionally, work through your problems, stay together, you know, reconcile, whatever the case may be. And most people are probably really amazed by that, because a lot of people give up so easily nowadays and are just like, oh, we'll just get divorced and we'll never speak to one another again. We'll just deal with the kids and that's that. Or, whatever the case may be, it's probably very inspiring to people, when people see that, once in a lifetime kind of love. It's inspiring. It doesn't matter who you are. Like, it's just inspiring. And we have unconditional. I'll always forgive you. So you guys are probably very good at forgiving one another, especially in a connection like this, which has been through the ringer several times around the mountain, probably before in the past. So you guys are probably really good at forgiving one another, and you have unconditional love for one another, which is why you're able to do that. And, some days it's probably easier to forgive than others. Some days it's probably just stupid crap, like, he didn't put the toilet seat down or something like that. But, other days it's probably a little bit more serious, and it doesn't matter through it all. You guys find the way to forgive one another, and, that really is one of the keys to having a successful relationship. Is there needs to be a lot of forgiveness, and both people need to be really good forgivers. And I feel like you guys have that down pat. You guys probably understand one another's love languages and attachment styles and all that kind of stuff. So you guys have probably done a lot of work on your relationship, understanding one another, understanding how you guys connect and relate to one another. So good on you for sure. We also have some messages here. The Divine Masculine Messages of Love by Liz from Guided by Angels. And he says, I am sorry for everything I have done. So, in the sport of forgiveness here, obviously he says he is sorry for anything that he has done, and I'm sure that you know that, and I'm sure you recognize that in him, and you forgive him for that, because like I said, you guys seem to be a pair of really good forgivers. But he acknowledges his shortcomings. I will never let you go, which makes sense. I mean, you guys seem to be pretty close to union, and if you're not there already. We are divine magnets, which makes sense, That's what twin flames are. They're like magnets. One moves, the other moves right along with it. I desire you on every level. So, I feel like this is just like confirmation of that emotional connection, the physical connection, the mental connection, the spiritual connection. They desire you. They need you on every single one of those levels. You make me very happy. Aw, that's probably like one of the sweetest ways to end their thoughts on you for right now, is you make them happy, which is, a great thing. Like, who doesn't want to hear that? Like, you make me happy. All right. Last couple of cards. We have this blank card here, which is actually songs that I have channeled myself, which would basically be messages from your person to you. So if you were to turn on the radio, for example, and if they were to have a song that they would want to dedicate to you, this would be the song that they would want to dedicate. And the song your person wants to dedicate to you is I Do by 98 Degrees. So what I tell you guys, I feel like you may even be married to this person already, or like you're going to get married to this person, because I mean, I do. How much more committed do you get than I do? So yeah, I Do by 98 Degrees. And last but not least, we have a card from Loving Words from Jesus. And this is simply because, in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got, heal the sick that are here therein, and say unto them, the kingdom of God is come nigh unto you. Luke 10:9. So I feel like that this is a reminder that even though you guys have obviously done a lot of healing in this connection as it is already, don't stop doing that. Keep healing, keep working on yourself, keep staying connected to God, because, you know, ultimately that's going to be your rock, that's going to be your anchor to continue this success. Because it's like, once you reach union, it's like everyone just thinks, oh, that's it, we've reached union now we can ride off and live in happily ever after into the sunset and never have to think about our problems ever again. Well, that's not true, because you still have a relationship, and all relationships take work, even divine ones, even healthy ones. So you still have to work on yourself. You still have to make God number one first and foremost. You know, I always look at these divine counterpart type of relationships really as a third party situation, but not in the kind you're thinking. I think of it in terms of, like, you know, there's God, there's the divine feminine, and there's the divine masculine, you know, like Father, Son, Holy Ghost, like the Holy Trinity. But it's God, the divine masculine, and the divine feminine. And that's the kind of third party relationship that you want to have with your person. And that's what you need to continue to work on, continue to have in your life, continue to heal, continue to listen to one another, continue to work on your love languages with one another and your attachment styles with one another and all that kind of stuff, because that stuff doesn't stop just because you hit union. You know, if you want to stay in union, you got to keep doing the work. It's like exercise. It's like a muscle, you know? Like, just because you hit that goal weight, just because you fit into that old dress or those old pair of jeans or whatever that was your goal, doesn't mean you stop working out. Because if you do, you're going to get flabby, you're going to gain the weight back, and next thing you know, you're going to be right back to where you were. You have to keep working out. You have to keep working that muscle. So keep working on it, you guys, because you're already doing amazing. But at this point right now, it's about maintenance. Just keep maintaining that, because you're doing amazing and you can keep doing this. You can keep going. You guys got it. You guys are on a good track. Anyway, I hope that this resonated and made sense for you. If it didn't, just let the message go. If it didn't flow, that's fine. But if it did, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys on Friday, 5 p.m. for the live stream, and join me for some free reads. That's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love.